a bomb got dropped upon us all. And the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown. We'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.
Hello everyone, this is Nameless One, and today we will be continuing the Lost Memories Second Chances campaign. I have here today pretty much what's left of the entire party aside from Lone. Nez, Moon, Fiction, and Ice. I really need to find another player. Anyways, before we get started, I want to remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all that fun stuff, as well as check out the links in the description for the free open Discord. I stress that again. It is free and open. You do not have to pay me to join the Discord. You just got to pay for all the fun benefits. And speaking of which, the Patreon is also in the description, so you should check that out. More on that at the end. Other than that, who wants to do the recap for Moon? Because Moon has no clue what's happened, other than you guys got your ass beat.
Oh, I could recap last session, but he needs more than that.
I mean, I perfectly remember what happened. We came across a destroyed village, and then there was a orphan, and then they were going to be raised to be like Batpone.
So they actually have a plan now. We spent an entire session where I just made them come up with a plan.
Yeah.
You're not messing with me, are you?
No.
Oh, this actually happened.
No.
No, we spent an entire session making a plan. Like, the problem is that none of us knew what was going on, because all of the people who knew what was going on were poo-brained.
all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in some weird alternate reality now, but okay.
Yeah.
Can I get this plan?
No, that's a secret.
You do have to tell him eventually.
Oh, okay.
Well- We'll give it to you later if you're a tier 3 sub.
Yes. So as you can see on the map, we're there. We used to be at the Ponytown Crater, where there's a machinist camp. So we stayed there for a little bit while we came up with a plan. So our plan is to head down toward the village over here to go pick up some cultists to help out. And on the way, explore the Appaloosa ruins a bit. And then once we get some friends, we're planning on going back through Arcanus territory, which is under the Cloudsdale ruins, I believe, to head north, because we know that the FPC or whatever is up there and up to no good.
And going to through this area right here is kind of getting veering dangerously close to suicidal.
Yeah. So, last session we walked from the Ponytown Crater to where we are now, and Rapid Chatter completely bungled up his watch, and we got jumped by Psycho Raiders, and Rapid almost died due to rules misunderstandings, but now he's just very unconscious. And Emerald Ace pretty much carried that fight with some really good rolls.
Yeah.
It was fun.
The misunderstanding he's talking about is I was looking for crit rules and found somebody's homebrew rules that was like, yeah, it's 10 times the damage.
Yeah,
It was
really
only
have the full
critical,
power of the
it's fine.
sun.
What was that, Moon?
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, so we left off last session at the very end of that fight and some quick first aid to stabilize Rapid. We can still do a little more first aid-y things, and then it's natural recovery time, I guess.
Yeah.
And we've found the tracks of some robot, and if we can capture it, we can bring it to the machinists for some pay.
They
I
don't
like
need to be functioning.
Yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't need to be functional.
That makes it way easier. Wait, you said it does or it doesn't?
It doesn't.
Does not.
Oh, yeah, that makes
So
it way
they
easier.
probably prefer it to be functional. Who knows?
Well, then they should be paying more for their preference.
I believe they are. Yeah, they said,
Oh.
because it got written down here, pay for scrap machinery, pays more for robots, don't need to function. So they'll probably pay more if it does.
I will confirm that you will get paid more for one that still functions.
Yeah.
So,
Thing I have hacking.
Doc, as they are informing you of their plan, I want you to... I opened your sheet not to put a picture in it like I did, but to look at your skills. Let's see.
You put a picture on my sheet?
Yeah. I have Doc's picture still.
Oh, you meant the portrait.
I'm gonna have you just roll IQ normally.
Big brain time.
That was a success.
You made it.
Big brain time.
So, when they tell you about the North, you remember the encounter that you had with your group. I'm pretty sure you were there for it, but you remember the ice robots you guys ran into?
Nope.
I think they. Let me open up. I need to remember what I actually called them because they're in the legends.
Yay!
The Frostworks, yeah. So you remember that one of your former companions, the small annoying Pegasus, you remember that he was part of the tribe for the. I'm just drawing a blank on all of my names today. That. Hold on. This is what happens.
This is what
The
happened.
Clockworkers.
Yeah, the TikTok kids.
Yeah. And you remember when you talked to him about it, that there was something very wrong about them, despite the fact that one of them was helping you. Or at least according to him. To the point that normally they try to kill people that go too far north.
Yeah, but I could never tell if that was legit or if it was an unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
So let's find out. If they kill us, we know it's legit.
Good plan.
So, you guys are headed to the Appalachian ruins?
Yeah.
Yeah, down in Appalachia.
Does anybody want to treat my shock first?
Yeah, stop fucking dying.
Yeah, I'll give a prayer
Is
over
that
it.
a crit success for you?
I don't
no.
think so because it didn't say it. I think it has to be
Okay.
10.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a thing that tells me if it's a crit success for you. Carry on. I'm surprised you didn't roll for surgery.
I mean, I don't know what's actually wrong with him.
He got shot
For all I
several times.
know, it might be an illness of the mind. Oh, if he just got shot several times, he doesn't need surgery. You know, unless one of the balls is causing an ongoing issue.
No. As I remember, there were no ongoing issues.
There we go.
And with my physician skill, I can basically sit there and have him automatically recover 1 HP every 2 days, along with aiding the health check.
How did you? Okay, -1. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's how many health I regain from that.
I'm pretty sure you don't lose health from that.
I
do
don't
not
think I
lose
do,
health.
no. I just didn't gain any.
I would
Okay.
be surprised if he did lose health, though.
I mean, you can if you critically fail to treat someone.
Fair enough.
So always make them better, don't make them worse.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm also hurt. How do I gain health back?
So at the beginning of every day, you can make a health check. And I'm just gonna say that because I'm pretty sure you guys camped before we called it last time. So I'm just gonna say that if you were injured, you can go ahead and make a health check,
Okay.
and then Doc can vastly assist all of you.
Also, yeah, didn't we weren't we in the middle of taking camp when we got attacked?
How much do I heal from that?
The answer is yes,
Oh.
Nez. Now that I think about it,
Yeah, exactly.
Have you been treated for shock yet?
I didn't go into shock.
Oh my gosh.
What happens if I get a critical fail on natural healing?
Mm.
I think you lose the hit points.
I
for
lose
death
2
getting
HP.
injuries. Oh.
-7 health.
I could try to keep you alive, but not when your body betrays you.
+5 modifier.
It turns out he's allergic to blood.
Recover lost years.
Well, time to let it all out.
New target. That's even with Doc's help that you had a critical failure.
Yeah,
Oh, it
he could have
Was
been the healthiest person in the
supposed to
world.
give me
and
some sort of bonus?
I think it's only like a +1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just
What?
rolled a 17, so that wouldn't do anything.
Crit fails and crit successes aren't based off of what your effective. It's based off of your roll. So no matter how many bonuses I give you, you can still mess it up.
Yeah, I think 17 and 18 is just automatic fail, right?
It
You see this
literally
on my
says that
clip.
on your screen.
I am trying to read it around a microphone. But yeah. I should probably move that. There we go. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. I'm going to just say that you guys can follow the remains of the train tracks to travel so that you don't have to make survival rolls.
Hooray.
Nameless. I passed that health check.
You get 1 HP.
What now? Oh, okay.
Well, 2 with Doc.
Okay. Nice. Back up to 7.
See, Doc's very helpful. Unless you crit fail. Then he can't help you.
I can save you from the enemy, but I can't save you from yourself.
So we'll have you guys here. And I will say that you can start searching for signs of the robots from here. Which will
Alright.
take a... Does anybody have tracking?
No. I do not.
Give me a second. My computer's slow. I don't think so. Yeah, no.
Surprise, the tech head also does not have it.
Yeah, I do think I get to be awake at least.
Yeah.
I mean, if you went unconscious, I believe you stay unconscious until you hit 0, and then you make health checks to wake up.
He's
It's 0 HP or worse, but above -1 times HP, make a health roll to awaken every hour.
Aren't you at -7 now?
Yeah, I'm at -7, but that's still above -1 times my hit points. If I get to like -10 or 11, then I'm definitely down.
Okay. So roll survival at a -2 for the tracking. This is like a plains type area, by the way.
Just for anyone who wants to.
You're like, who is making this roll?
You can all make this roll.
Okay.
Unless you're just going to watch
All right.
everybody searching.
I'm gonna be vibing in the back of the car.
Just made it.
Okay. Anybody else planning to attempt? No, Doc. The answer is no.
I'm trying to, but it's being very slow.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a woodsman.
Doc, the robots are in that direction. You're looking the opposite way.
Why aren't you tell? Oh wait, you just did.
Okay, so somehow, unsurprisingly, the machine cultist is the only one who has picked up tracks, and they are headed in this direction towards the town itself, which is about what you could have guessed anyways, despite the fact that they're known to be seen all throughout this area. They do seem concentrated around the actual ruins of Appaloosa. I said Appalachian earlier. It would have been Appaloosan.
Yeah.
But for now, you guys can go ahead and make camp. I'm also just now remembering that I need to do this. We'll go ahead and do... So,
I was wondering where the music was.
so was I there for a second. I was like, wait a minute, I'm the music. I'm awake, I promise.
I don't believe you, but go on.
Physically. I
Okay.
even had an apple and everything.
Awesome.
Anyways, can I... Who's taking what watch?
I've really
I'll
take
take-
first.
I'll take second.
Okay. I'm assuming Doc's taking last.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna try and make either Ice or Rapid Shatter or Nebula take a watch as well, or are you just doing 3 watches?
I think we've got 4 players right now.
We'll have Nebula do it so Rapid Share can rest.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, if you guys don't plan on discussing anything amongst each other, then feel free to go ahead and have First Watch do their perception.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, the heart attack again. Just made. Ooh, that was so close.
So, the Tantabus has returned as usual. She's sitting on the outskirts of the camp. Otherwise, it seems to be a nice quiet night.
After Ivory does some rituals and stuff, basically just like prayers and stuff like that. He'll approach the Tantabus and try to what's it called? touch or commune with it like he did, or like he tried to do last time but failed.
Okay, so go ahead and roll will. Doing too good at this, man.
His will is way too high.
So your fanaticism once again fends off the advances of the Tantibus. You can tell it is also slightly frustrated with this situation.
Yeah. He'll groan loudly in annoyance and use the rest of the time on watch to basically just maintain his equipment as a part of the rituals.
Okay. Then how are you just slowly becoming more and more of a tech priest?
Because you let me.
He's got a point.
I just realized what you were saying. And that's literally just a tech priest.
The moment I understood the weakness of flesh, it disgusted me.
Anywho, second watch, which I believe would be Ned's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your perception.
Yep. There.
Okay. So you also don't see anything of note during this watch. Other than off in the distance, you occasionally see a few flashes of light. It's hard to tell whether it's a gunfire or explosion type flash of light, or just like something is being like turned on and off kind of flash of light.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's not much to note. And then
I don't feel like I can do anything about that. I heard that someone like played tic-tac-toe at the Tantibus a while back, and if they're not gonna be here, then I'm gonna teach the Tantibus how to play Connect 4 because that's a better game.
well, the
It's just an expanded board, basically.
okay. So you're doing tic-tac-toe, but with more spaces.
Yeah. Connect 4.
Okay, so you spend the rest
Quality.
of your watch teaching the Tantibus Connect 4.
I guess so.
Okay.
What else am I gonna do?
And Nebula has her watch. And then wakes up Doc. Doc, make your perception roll. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I see so good.
In the early hours of the morning, you also see the flashing off in the distance, but about halfway through your watch, it stops.
Does it seem to have any type of pattern to it?
Roll an intelligence check for me. So it does seem to have a pattern, and you're pretty sure it might even be a code of some sort. but given that you're a doctor and not a linguist, you aren't entirely sure which code that what it's trying to communicate.
What do you think I am? A liberal arts major? I have a degree that matters. Self-created institute.
Didn't that literally get vaporized?
We don't talk about that.
Anyways, are you going to make food for everybody?
Yes.
No!
It's not.
Fail.
Alright, everyone, I decided to try out a new recipe. I found it's written on the back of a rock that I killed a psycho with. I believe the slogan was, "It's digestible."
Whatever
I've had
he
worse.
whatever he hands you guys looks like it's barely digestible.
Mm-mm. Are you sure? This is food.
Listen, you don't want to get into the conversation of what is or isn't with me. Sometimes I'm not sure if you is or isn't.
And this has been Thoughts of Cannibalism with Doc.
Quality.
Okay, Ice was able to actually recover 2 hit points.
Yeah. Made up for last night.
Ivory, you also get 2, thanks to Doc.
Hooray. I am 1 away from full.
Yay.
Doctor's log research notes experiment 1 testing the effect of nutrition on recovery abilities.
Okay.
Also, don't forget to be healing our acolyte / doctor's assistant.
Yes, they do still exist. I was just waiting to see if Doc's
Did they get a shot too?
No, they were just still like unconscious and like at the brink when we found them. We only stabilized them. And by we, I mean you. I helped spiritually.
What is their current condition?
Roll physician or diagnosis, whichever. So they are still stable, but it may take a little while for you to get them to the point where they can wake up and start moving again. At the very least, they're breathing somewhat regularly.
Not good enough. Get better, damn it.
For the most part, the work that you did previously, all of the major wounds are closed. Well, closed in that you may have sutured a few of them.
Well, right now they're like overall stable, just unconscious.
Yes.
So, like, on a scale of 0 being completely fine and 10 being like dead, where are they on this scale?
I would say it would be accurate to say about a 7. Remember, they're the survivor of a scarecrow attack.
Soon I'll be able to use my propaganda skill.
Hey, only if your propaganda can out-propaganda my fast talk. I don't think you understand. I have a PhD in medicine and bullshit.
I don't think you understand. I'm literally a cultist.
That just means you fell for it. That doesn't mean you can propagate it.
I don't know, man. My extreme fanaticism and severe delusion might suggest otherwise.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. In the end, both.
I can do both.
Great. A religious doctor.
Anywho,
A religious murderous doctor.
It's all the same.
I'm gonna have. So it takes you a couple hours to get to the remains of Appaloosa, but you get there with plenty of time to search. So everybody roll perception for the search.
Can I use my scrounging?
You can also use scrounging. Ice, why does it hate you?
I don't know. We do have
Also,
some
I'd
pretty
just
good
like to
non-core
mention
information, though.
that my dice did not roll for that. They just kind of plopped on, and I still had a success.
I like how it's almost like it knows which one pays the bill. Because you've got successes, and then you've got Doc, who is just making massive successes. Anyways, so Rapid, you're a bit distracted because everything hurts as you try to help out with finding things. Ivory, you are able to actually find a few small, flying drones that it looks like somebody shot out of the sky. The main problem is it looks like it was done recently. Some of the hulls are still smoking. Main problem for you.
I will alert everyone.
Emerald, as you're looking around, you find a larger bot, but you're not entirely sure how you're going to get it back because it's bigger than most of the carts. And Doc, as you're looking around, you find something that's extremely familiar and nostalgic for you. Maybe not the best nostalgia, but it's the very same bunker that the majority of your companions had come out of. And while you didn't see it at the same time as them, you did eventually. I remember you seeing it at some point and hearing about it, but you do see that it is still left open. There's still an open pod out in front of the door. Everything that you were described to about it as well. But you do remember that, given what you were told, that all they did was walk out and leave it there. So there might actually be something worth getting in there. Because, of course, your companions did not think to loot the place that they essentially spawned in.
I think that there might be something worth of value in there. Mostly because I've met the people who came out of it and they didn't seem bright enough to know what was valuable.
Wonderful, more for us.
Okay, so is everybody in agreement to going in and looting the unknown bunker? Well, slightly
Only unknown to you.
Also, with the giant bot that Emerald found, Ivory can always just take it apart.
Yeah,
I
you
have
can
the
just
skills
grab
and the
it
equipment
apart.
to do so.
Ivory and Rapid both, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except Rapid keeps getting kicked in the teeth.
Please stop doing that.
One of these days
I
we'll
only
get a
have so
good
many
roll.
supplies.
I like how
You can hold
Doc-
my extra saw blades.
I like how Doc's just like in the background. Please, I can't afford more supplies.
Do you have any idea how many people had to get, help to get these?
So, as you guys head your way in, give me just a second. We're gonna do this one, I believe. Yeah, and then I need just like this work. Oh, good lord, this one's loud.
Wind.
He's not here.
No, I can't convince him to join this one yet. He's got work or some shit.
Little loser.
So, you guys step into this place, and first thing you notice is that this is a lot more welcoming than the bunker that you saw processing corpses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for Moon, they essentially saw a corpse starch factory.
Yeah.
But you lose all the flavor. I mean, what a horrible thing to do.
But as you guys start heading further in, you come across a fairly large door that looked like it was supposed to be sealed at one point and now is just kind of left ajar. Inside are dozens of sealed. Well, sealed is a relative term. They obviously have been either broken or like some of them look like they should be sealed, but whatever was inside is rotted to a skeleton. Cryopods, lots of them. And it's not an unheard of thing for someone to survive that, but it looks like having it left open has ensured that whoever was still in here did not survive. Some of the smashed ones looked like the corpses had survived up until the point that their cryopod was smashed and they were dragged out of it, at least partially. Given the bloody graffiti on the wall, it looks like the psychos got a hold of this room. Which means there could still be good things in here, but don't count on it, because they have a tendency to destroy everything they can get their hands on. Or hooves, in this case. There are other rooms further in, though.
Can I decipher the psychoid graffiti?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence -1. So, for the most part, they're just like excitedly recounting the gory details of what they did to some of these corpses. And for the most part, there's not really much in the way of useful information. Though one of them does say that they can't get the other doors open. In like the biggest letters for no reason. For everybody else, it all looks like gibberish, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is they couldn't get some of the doors open, so there might be some goodies left.
Speaking of goodies, can Ivory attempt to loot any valuable components from the machinery?
So first I need you to roll perception. See if you even spot anything that looks worth trying to salvage.
Can I use scrounging?
Not for this one, because you're just
Okay.
looking it over, not trying to actually get anything.
Made it
So-
by 5.
Ice, what was... Oh, claustrophobia.
Yes.
So, for you, Avery, there are actually some circuitry pieces that are kind of tucked into the back of the machines. There's like 3 machines that actually still have some intact circuitry.
Delicious. Can I
Uh,
scrounge them?
I would actually say... Hold on, let me check your skills real quick. Here...
Also have electrician for like wiring and stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, your electrician would probably serve you better.
Already. Made it by
Okay.
3.
So you are able to get the circuitry from all 3 machines with little effort. Now, I will point out that the machinists don't care as much about the raw circuitry stuff, but if you run into Deus Ex Machina at any point, they will be more than happy to take it off your hands. The only time that the machinists care about circuitry is if it comes from something like a bot that they can repurpose. Otherwise, they view circuitry as too complicated.
Morons.
You can also use it to trade with your own cult as well, because
Yes.
they are always attempting to prepare to like repair the god engines, though to date none have ever gotten close enough to do so, despite many forays in an attempt to try to repair things that don't actually need their help.
One must be persistent in their labor of faith.
I did say that they are an unstable cult, so sometimes it's hard
Tomato,
to tell the
tomato.
difference between them and psychos. Anyways, you guys headed for the next closed door, or are you gonna just go door by door?
Might as well do door by door sweep.
Yeah.
Hold on, this ain't there.
So
Doc
there's
on his rifle and fix his bayonet.
There's a total of 5 doors that are opened already, and 2 that are still closed. One of them being at the very end of the hall, and looking a bit different than the others.
Let's sweep the open ones first.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have a bulk perception from everybody to like look for useful stuff.
Just made it.
I like how Ice's it
Everyone made that.
highlights the fact that he rolled a 6, but Moon's it gives a little glass shattering.
It's because I set mine up for it.
Yeah.
I need to
Set it
set
up for
mine up.
GURPS. I set mine up just like for regular dice stuff.
So, for everybody, you guys find various more, like a total of, I'll say, 8 circuit boards, as well as several servos and
That was back.
a few door pistons that are actually worth salvaging. I'll say 3 of the servos and 5 of the door pistons for the various pods. And then you also find a data pad, which is in good enough a condition that if you can get it to turn on, you might be able to get information from it.
Sounds like a job for me.
I may also be able to help.
See, and you guys also wanted to try the doors that were closed.
Yeah.
So
Also, if nobody has any objections, Ivory will take those servos and door pistons.
Yeah.
I don't.
Somebody's got to carry him.
So, give me just a sec. When you get to the door, the first thing you note is that the computer terminals that have been attached to every door, these are active but failing. It's very obvious that if you don't, you basically you get one chance to open the. These are not the big door that I mentioned, but the other two. But you basically get one chance to open this door before the computer just gives up. So, if you have things like computer programming, hacking, whatever, stuff like that.
I do. I have computer hacking, computer programming, electrician.
So go ahead and use hacking.
Oh, my programming is better.
So one of them has died.
Damn. Why is that one IQ -1, but the other's IQ +0?
Difficulty. Some skills are harder than others.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
you
it's
got
like cinematic hack.
you got one more for the smaller doors.
When in doubt, I have a hacksaw. Let's go.
Okay,
Got the
so
armor.
after a intense hacking session, you finally hear the sound of the massive bolts sliding in. Like, these are basically like giant safe doors. Because it swings very slowly and very painfully with a loud metallic screeching open, and inside you see rows of perfectly untouched cryopods. Doc, there are preserved individuals inside of here. If you would like, you can go ahead and roll just like a bulk, either physician or diagnosis, to see if you can ascertain the life. Okay, so it does appear that the majority of these are not quite dead yet. There are a total of 20 pods, and 15 of them, either through displays on the pod itself or just getting a closer look, you can tell 15 of them are still breathing, at least. The other 5 have become, if you have ever seen the one ice mummy that's so famous.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's basically what's in the other 5. So, unless you want to, either potentially kill or awaken the 15, my suggestion is to just loot the 5 and then see if you can close the door again.
Now, we did say we needed help and an army. This is a lot of potential recruits.
However, we have no idea who they are, what their skills are, or if they were affiliated with either side in the old world.
He simply, nudges his shotgun forward as an answer.
But they don't have to sit there and be on board the entire time. They only have to be on board long enough to get a gun for you to turn around.
He just simply puts the shotgun forward again, just in any case, just bang bang. Indoctrination is a powerful tool. And you turn up.
So, if you are wanting to try to, you can attempt to use the screens on the pods to attempt to see if you can glean any information about these individuals.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Because some of them are still reading vital signs, so they may have more information in there somewhere. I will say that out of the 15, 5 of them have active data pads attached.
Does everyone know how to use this thing?
So, Ivory, it would be your relevant skill would be the computer programming, since this one doesn't. You're not trying to break into this one yet.
Okay. I can. Alright, he'll take a look at one. Made by 5.
So this one, after a few minutes of tapping away at the pad trying to find more information, you do actually find a document. It's a form of documentation.
Lovely.
Give me just a sec. I need to roll something. So this one identifies itself as a lieutenant of the FPC.
Oh no.
One thing I didn't mention is that the door that you just opened was a lot thicker than the doors that you had to deal with beforehand.
I wonder what that has to do with anything.
And for see, that makes sense, Ice. For Ivory, while you don't have the full read on everything yet, given that you're not entirely sure how this technology works, a light on the data pad that you're tapping on just starts blinking inexplicably.
Ooh. Can I try and find out what that means?
Roll computer programming.
Don't fail me now. Let's go, me by 7.
So, a page pops up on the datapad asking for access code.
Ooh.
You can attempt computer hacking if you want.
I'm gonna try. Oh no!
All
Damn,
of the
missed by
lights
two.
on all the data pads of the survivors in this room have started blinking.
Oh boy.
The rest of the party will have definitely noticed this.
Oh no.
So it's asking for a security code. I'm going to attempt to figure this out. Just in case, I would suggest stepping out of the room.
Yeah. I'm already like backing up when you say that.
Doc is gonna step out, but also
Yeah.
keep his rifle ready in case anyone decides to come out of pod swinging.
Yeah, he's going to sling his shotgun into ready position, but he's still going to try and find out how to like crack his way into this.
So, as best as you can tell right now, Ivory, you have 2 more attempts. Or at least that's how things normally work with this.
Okay.
Each time, though, you're going to roll with a -1, progressively growing. So, this time it's -1, next time it will be -2.
Yikes, let's try it. Please roll good. Just made it.
So, you realized after getting through that all of the pods are now sending out a distress signal. And given the state of the technology, it's very difficult to tell whether or not it's already too late. And given that, if it had been like before the FPC returned, it would have been nothing important. But now, as you were looking, you can already see it pinging off. Like, it's got a list of responses queuing up. So, you don't have much time before FPC forces start showing up.
I feel like the FPC has just been called to our location, so unless we would like to sit down and have a chat, I suggest we leave.
You also didn't tell them who was in the pod and why they would care.
Well, time to test out compulsive lying. Okay. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and mention that at least this fellow here is a lieutenant with them. So I feel like these all may be kinda important people.
To Doc.
Why don't we just shoot that?
What?
Say that one more time, Doc. I don't think they heard you. I heard you, but I don't think they heard you.
They're all enemies. They're all important. If they get a hold of them, then they bolster their forces. Although, given by the number of people here, drop in the bucket. However, we can still shoot them and deny them the little bolster to their ranks.
So, Doc, do me a favor and roll an IQ. So, based off of what you've seen already, the really big door is a high possibility that not only is it the controls for this place, but also there may be even more important people. If a lieutenant isn't here, then it's a possibility they may have something as high up as a general in there.
Who has bombs?
Is there a way? So, like, I used computer hacking on the first one to try and get in around the doors. Is there a way I can bypass that with some electrician work? Like, get into the wires?
I would have said yes for the other doors, not for the big one.
Damn.
You might even be able to get the other larger door, the one that you locked off. You might have been able to get it into that one, though the way that I set these doors up, you're not going to be able to get into it now because it's sealed itself.
Yeah.
The FPC will be able to get into it, so regardless, you've given them a net positive because you don't have things like plasma cutters.
Yeah, no. I only have a hacksaw, but it's not going to get through a giant, like, thick-ass steel door.
Yeah, these were meant to last.
Yeah. Well, at least with these, can I sabotage the cryo thing in this so it just kills everyone in the room? Or, like, everyone in the cryopods, I mean?
I'm gonna say that you
So we
don't
don't
know.
have to waste ammo.
You don't know enough about how the cryopods work to be able to do that in a fashion that would be able to kill them fast enough to, like, actually be able to be dead by the time the FPC shows up. Because based off of, like, what you were looking at, you probably have a few hours at most.
Okay. I share that back.
Okay.
They have camps all through this area because this entire area is Tech Knight territory. And that's basically, they moved in on Tech Knight territory.
Well. Alright.
You don't have to
If we're
roll
gonna do it,
anything.
we should smash the pods in GTFO.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
You don't have to roll anything, you just have to subtract the ammo. I'm not gonna... It's essentially a coup de grace.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys go through systematically executing all of the ponies inside the cryopods. I will note that some of the other cryopods further up and closer to the front door had creatures that were not ponies. All of these are Earth ponies.
I'm sure the non-pons do.
No, most of those are dead. I
Oh,
think there
good.
was like one, I would say there was one that wasn't, and it was a deer, and they're not going to care about that. In fact, if you remember, some of your companions were creatures that would not have made sense for the FPC to care about, like a unicorn. So,
It makes it all the more suspicious.
well,
Yeah.
if you want to find out more information, you have a data pad, but you also have the potential, if you can find your way into that bigger door.
We can try. We have a couple of hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around for, like, an air duct or something. Like, something big enough for me to, like, crawl into.
So there are air filtration systems here. Although by the somewhat stale smell, you can tell they haven't been working, and they're also not big enough to fit a pony. They're about the size that a rat would have trouble squeezing through it. Seems to have been designed with the idea that somebody might try to break into the main room in mind.
Yeah, I probably should have expected that. Oh well, it was worth checking.
Okay. I've got kinda a harebrained plan. So I'll walk you through my thought process. I have oil. I have a means to set the oil off. I have stuff that can create a pressurized environment, such as pistons and servos and stuff. Can I jury rig a bomb?
I will say that yes, you would be able to do that. Do you have the know-how to actually make that useful to you?
No, I don't have any like jury rigging or explosives skills.
It would be more along the lines of the explosive skill, because yes, you could make a bomb, but like just setting a bomb in front of the big door is just gonna blow the terminal off of it. Honestly, it's not gonna.
Yeah. Shit.
The bomb wouldn't have worked on the two smaller doors next to it. It's gonna be a hard. You're going to be hard pressed to find both the yield of explosive and the know-how to put it in the right places.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Because I would say that if you had the expertise for it, that it'd be entirely possible for it, but you're not that kind of.
Yeah. Alrighty. Damn.
And I'm not getting bullied into engineer being a fucking Swiss Army knife again.
If engineers were so great, we wouldn't need mechanics.
No. I have stuff like applied mathematics and like small arms engineering, but I don't have explosives, so.
Maybe you can math them to death.
I can math it to death.
I like how you keep ignoring that I keep saying there's a terminal there.
I don't know how they work.
I thought you said that was the one we were locked out of and it wasn't working.
No, this is the third door, the final door.
Oh, then yeah, I'm gonna just walk up to that and do my tech thing.
Okay, so you're going to be rolling hacking -5.
-5?
Yes.
It's a good computer.
Is there anyone able to help me on this? Because it's a good chance I'm a fail if I try.
I'm not sure I fully understand what a keyboard is.
Thanks. Okay. Is there...
I was not ready for that, Nez. That was good. Oh god.
Is there a way I can mechanically, like, get around that so I don't have to take the -5 penalty?
Like I said, with the other door, you might have been able to do something like that. But this one, no.
Okay. Well, we can try the -5 and then... For the other failed door, can I mechanically try to get around that, or is that a no as well?
Not now.
Damn. Alright. Let's try. That's already a fail.
So, as you attempt to break into it, blaring sirens break out all throughout the bunker. You may want to move up that leaving time now.
Yeah.
I believe it's time to go. He's gonna just start booking it.
Yep, I'm gone.
I don't hesitate to follow.
I'm assuming Doc also books it.
Yep.
Okay.
Full Kudos engaged run mode.
So you guys make it. That is the weirdest mental image. You guys make it out of the bunker just in time as robots seem to be climbing out of the fucking woodwork and headed inside the bunker. You guys get out before they notice you, but whoever's going in there next is gonna have a lovely time if they're not FPC.
Yeah.
So,
Time to do some studying.
That was a good way to spend 15 bullets. You got absolutely, like, nothing.
you got some some
We got
parts.
servos and door pistons.
Yeah.
That's
They got-
money in these lands.
And they got potential generals and now admirals. Are admirals still even relevant anymore?
Well, they have a flying
this
airship.
past future. Got no idea what's useful.
I like how Moon's on about admirals and nobody said anything about an admiral.
What?
It was just taken in, I guess. If there's generals in there, there might be admirals.
You know, they got the giant overhead ships. Like the sky space boats.
I like how Moon is just attempting to justify this now.
I know it might be crazy, but you're making me feel like I'm crazy.
point.
So, all of the robots are now concentrated on defending the bunker. Does anybody want to do anything with the one massive bot that you guys found?
Oh,
I know them
Are
where
you-
it is.
Or are you guys gonna just book it?
if we're in the position to rip its guts out, then we can do that. That's going to be some more loot. We should still have some time.
Yeah. Should have some valuable stuff in there.
So I'm gonna let the machinist do that if you guys want to.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
yeah,
like a
machinist power.
Which of my billion skills would that be?
Machinist.
Oh, the hidden lore?
That's not a hidden lore.
Oh, or engineering machinist. Okay.
It literally just says machinist.
There's a lot of things on my thing that say machinist.
I don't have
that's the-
machinist.
So
I have mecha mechanic.
you are able to scrap about 20 pounds of useful guts out of the big one. And on your way back through the Ponytown crater, you should be able to get a pretty decent amount of stuff for this. As long as Ivory's cult doesn't try and rob you.
Foreshadow.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you guys have enough time to get back up here from the train track. And
We book full speed.
I'd imagine that what you guys would. Because otherwise the alternative is getting caught by the FPC.
Yeah, not a big fan of that.
So, now that you guys have escaped, how would you like to set up watches? And would you guys like to set up a more stealthy, defensible type camp?
Yeah, stealth, definitely.
Then I need a survival roll, I believe it is. Right, Moon? To be able to choose those.
Yeah.
So,
Does anyone have survival?
I've got.
I do.
Switches. I think we're in a plains right now.
yes.
Plains and woodlands.
Yeah.
So I can help. What's it called? Give you a bonus or something, right?
Is
I don't
anyone
know.
better than mediocre?
I have 13.
That is better than
Well, I've got
mediocre.
an 11, so go ahead.
Okay, so how about you
I try to help
me?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, everybody help me.
How?
So-
Do I roll it or?
Yes.
Yeah, nameless. How did they help?
You roll, you succeed, it's +1.
So,
Okay, so I already have +1. So Nez roll.
Okay.
+1 from Doc. Darn. Okay.
No.
Just +1.
Am I helping?
No, but we made it
creative
anyways. Thanks for the moral support.
This is helping, right? As he covers Ivory's eyes.
Pulls my hood over. It's stealthy now, right? It's like, no.
Yeah.
See. Do you have camouflage?
I do not have camo as a skill.
I see.
I have stealth as a skill.
I believe the
I'm not very
success
good at it.
you can only choose one. If I
Normal success,
remember.
you choose 2. Failure, you choose 1. Critical failure, you get none.
Okay, so you do get 2. So you guys are wanting
Okay.
defensive and stealthy?
Yeah.
Let me look at your skills. I will say you can use carpentry for the defensive,
Okay.
but we'll just do IQ -2 for camouflage.
Carpentry is a yes. And then you said
IQ -2.
what for camouflage? IQ -2.
That is a no.
Damn.
Okay.
Even with my big brain.
So you do the equivalent of building a small fortress and then throwing a few leaves on top to make it look stealthy. You don't know where you got the leaves, but there are leaves on top.
It's going up from an aerial view. Don't worry about it.
Somehow we found some palm branches.
Anywho, who's taking first watch?
Uh-huh.
I will
What was that, Nez?
I volunteer to go first.
Okay.
Okay. Ivory will take second.
Is Rapid gonna help with a watch?
I'll take last.
Doc?
I guess I'll take 1 before last.
Okay. So you'll take third. Okay. Nez.
I didn't like my cooking so much that took my lot.
Nez, go ahead and roll your perception.
I already clicked on it. I'm just waiting for the thing to happen.
Yeah, the thing happened. You don't see anything.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
You playing Connect 4 with the Tantibus again?
I guess so.
Okay.
Why not?
You're losing.
Yeah. That's why I'm not paying enough attention to my surroundings. I'm just losing.
Okay. Next watch.
I
See.
Let's see. Success?
So you can see in the distance the light from the sirens in the of the bunker, and some point during the night they just stop.
Okay. When they stop, Ivory's going to douse any lights in the camp. So make it go full pitch black and keep a very paranoid lookout. The moment he sees like anyone coming moderately close, he's awakening the whole camp.
The Tantipus takes this opportunity to just come sit next to you, since there is now no light.
Yeah.
You can barely see her because there's sparkles. You see the sparkles, and that's the only reason you know she's there.
Ivory's not even going like he'll recognize you there because he's being paranoid enough to notice, but he's not gonna attempt anything tonight. He's too paranoid about getting his throat slit in the middle of the night.
And who was next? It was Doc next. I'm assuming that you. Good.
He will share everything with Doc, and like warn him.
Doc, it is dark outside.
This isn't just dark. This is advanced dark.
Not to mention, you're still miffed about being bumped off of Last Watch because you can't cook. Because there's no point with it being so in between. Everything just get cold and soggy. And nobody likes cold and soggy.
And those who do will not survive surgery.
And Rapid.
But private role?
Yeah, private role.
Yeah, you can do that. There's a drop-down box.
Yeah.
That literally right above the text box, and you can switch it to private roles. I'm pretty sure I can see all of them.
Yeah.
Except
for maybe self-roll.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see
If
self-roll.
I do that.
No, I cannot see self-roll, so don't use
Okay.
self-roll.
Yeah.
Ow. Anyways. Rapid, you also don't see anything. But then again, making the choice to glance over at the rising sun was probably not a great idea.
Actually, it was probably fine. So I have fancy goggles.
Anywho, when you guys wake up for the morning, you notice that about 150 yards away, you see the very obvious tracks of a large group having moved through. And honestly, the main thing that probably saved y'all was somebody who had the presence of mind to douse all the lights.
Let's go.
I have a question. We were trying to be stealthy. Why were there lights in the first place?
Because you failed being stealthy.
Fair enough.
Look, we lit the lights that way they know where not to go.
Yeah, even with Ivory's absolute garbage stealth skill, he knew well enough that if you're trying to stay hidden at night, don't have a light.
After the fact.
After you saw them turn off the lights.
It's like, wait a minute, we have lights on.
Yeah. To be fair, he wasn't the one who took first watch, so, you know.
And first watch didn't see anything just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't realize we had them on in the first place. Also, god damn it! How did the Tantabus get so good at Connect 4 so quickly?
Say what?
How did the Tantabus get so good so quickly? It's been a day.
She's a quick learner.
Alright.
Think about if
That
you
or
had
just
to
sit at
time on your hands,
next
had
door.
nothing else to do but play games.
So, give me just a second. I actually have
Just
travel sounds.
ooh.
Because, you know, there are two carts. We might as well have the cart travel sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not gonna have you guys roll survival because you can still follow the train tracks for now. You're right outside of the you'll end up right outside of the area. But during your travels, would Ice like to attempt to see if he can get the data pad working?
Right, health rolls. Remember health rolls.
Well, I could try. I'm probably
2
not
HP
the
for
best
Ivory.
suited to it.
Oh, that's a 1 HP for Ivory then, isn't it?
I only needed 1.
Alright, these.
Well, looks like no one's getting that 3 extra hit point today.
Also, Ivory could help with the data pad, because tech.
Just barely made it. So you are able to get the components repaired, but it's out of battery is the problem. And you might be able to cook up something to charge it, but you're gonna have to figure that out somehow before you can turn it on.
What kind of battery does it use?
Smart tablet battery.
Could I use a gizmo to just pull out a battery?
I'm gonna have
Or
you.
would that not be something I have?
I'm gonna say that's a little too niche.
Yeah.
That. Not many people will just walk around with a spare battery for electronics in their pocket.
Yeah.
Like if this were a more modern setting, I would say you have a charger, but that you don't. You're a machinist. You don't. It doesn't make sense. Like I would say, loose screws, bolts, nuts, washers, even some small tools, I would be fine with. But this is a little outside of what would make sense for you.
Yeah.
I think there's like an upgraded version of Gizmo where it would have made sense, but not with Gizmo.
Yeah, I think you can combine it with like Artifice or something.
Or quick gadgeteer.
Oh yeah, quick gadgeteer, yeah.
But yeah. So if you can get it charged, you might be able to get something with it. So I don't have any plans for the next night, so we're just gonna skip y'all forward a night unless you guys had something you wanted to do. Just so it's not super tedious.
Heal our patient, Doc.
So you can go ahead and do health rolls and all of that. Doc, you are
Stop telling me what to do.
Ow! Good lord.
Damn, double fail.
That's it's just regular fail. Okay.
Actually, do you even have the physician assist with Doc failing?
Oh, he failed. Yes, what would that be? I rolled an 18 then?
No, you would have been rolling against a 15.
Oh yeah.
But that was a critical fail anyway.
Well, it doesn't
Yeah.
say
Or not
fail,
critical,
which is
but
impressive.
critical fail.
It is a critical fail
Yeah.
because it's 17, 18.
No, like if the target's like 6, if the target's 15, is that still a crit fail? Because it doesn't say crit fail.
17 to 18 always fails, is what it says. So
Yeah, but it doesn't say critical failure. It's just
Yeah.
failure.
GURPS crits confuse me.
It's like
Yeah, it like varies.
yeah, it's
It's
like
based off your skill because the better you are, the less likely you are to horribly fuck up. And when you
Yeah.
do mess up, it's less likely to be severe.
Okay, so you do fail, but I guess you just don't lose health.
That's good.
So, let me see. Yeah, so you guys make it to the definitely not a bunch of psychos cultist camp.
My friends and family.
I can't remember. Did I receive any sort of warning about like me being a unicorn being a problem?
Before we approach, Ivory obviously knows that he's more enlightened with his divine mission, in order to look past Nez's mere existence. So he will make it very plain and clear.
You are not welcome here!
Yeah, hoof on the shoulder, my brother in Christ, they're gonna get, or my brother in the God engines, they're gonna kill you.
Well, what am I supposed to do about that?
He's going to. We can either have Emerald sit out of camp with the
I'll
With
stay
the
back.
Kieran?
with the I don't want to say
unfortunately, I don't need to
undesirables,
be in
but
there.
they're not welcomed ones. Or we can get some hoods together, or we can go the extremely ballsy approach of being like, "Oh yeah, they've seen the light." Which I don't think that'll work,
Yeah, no.
but we can try.
Maybe.
It'd be funnier.
It would be really funny. I mean, Ivory does have propaganda. So technically, that could work, maybe. Potentially.
I don't see why we shouldn't try this.
Plus, he does have the bonus of having the claim to hospitality. So, slightly better than
Okay.
just walking up to them.
Help me out here, Ivory.
Mm-hmm.
Do you actually... Is this the party that knows what Nebula is beyond Kieran?
No.
Okay,
No,
so it's the
I
other.
think Ivory knows that she has like the tier up from Oracle, whatever that is.
Yeah,
So
she's got like magic.
Yeah,
Okay, so you do know she's clairvoyant.
yeah.
Which
Ooh, could that be used to help?
depends on what you decide to do with it.
Mm.
You gotta present your argument before I decide what you gotta roll.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you now, if your argument shit, like most of wins are, then you're gonna be rolling like at a -10.
Oh my god, some
Okay. She can't really control her clairvoyance, right? I think.
That's, for the most part, that's normal for clairvoyance.
Okay. Well, Ivory is also a known oracle.
So you may be able to pass off the idea that you just know your kind. Maybe.
Maybe.
We just lost Inez.
Did we?
There goes Inez.
Yeah, he bombed out of the VT2.
Oh. It says I'm still there on my end. Oh, no, yeah, it's not responding. Yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
try
As long as I don't have to roll
refreshing
dice.
We're probably gonna have to.
Depending on how well he persuades these people, you may have to run for your life.
Yay. Moving on.
Okay. So before we go in
His is back.
and have to do all the rolling and stuff, I really would like to oracle on the decision of should we bring the ones who, you know,
See, I
obviously
remember this
hostile.
time.
Yeah. Oh, I
And
also
what-
have Gizmo.
What is your... Okay. Okay.
Also, before we get to the results of it, since we are close enough for, like, say, the scouts from the camp or, like, the people, like, you know, keeping watch to see us, Ivory would like to distance himself from the party so they don't make the party, but they can make Ivory doing the whole oracle ritual at least kind of seen. So it adds a bit of spiritual relevance when he walks up. And the future planning I have if this goes well.
So your oracling is very inconclusive.
He'll take it with stride. He's not gonna tell anyone else what he gets. Okay. All right. Let's see. So he could. Now I'm really trying to think on what would go good here. So number one, he's gonna have to like lead them then. If he's just seen as a member of it, that'll probably do less. But if he's seen as leading them like a flock, that gives some credence.
Doc, will you stand for this?
He is explaining his reasoning too. He's not just coming out like, okay, I have to lead. He's
Yes,
going to
but
be
Doc's
like, if
not
we don't
always
do this,
rational.
they might kill you. Oh, I know, but he's attempting, but Ivory's attempting to be rational.
Which is funny, because you're the least rational of the group.
Well, he doesn't want to be killed by his fellow cultists.
Don't worry, I got this. I'm fluent in psycholeads.
Ivory will try not to take offense to that.
I'm going to also say that even those that hadn't initially realized that your companion was a part of the Machine God cult now knows that your companion is part of the Machine God cult.
Oh yeah,
They're just like,
yeah. It's definitely obvious now.
at this point,
Yeah.
for the majority of people that know about the cult, they're just like a sidestep from psychos. Not even a step up. It's just a sidestep.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to assault a god engine, these guys worship them. So they are far from what most of the wastes would consider rational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, with what clothing and materials we have, we're gonna try and make everyone look like they're some kind of acolyte or adherent. And Ivory's going to pass them off as basically his flock, and that they are coming to recruit for a glorious crusade against the FPC, the what's it called? Heathen invaders, he could say, as they use their machinery as a mockery to their gods. You know, having their airship instead of using it to build a god engine. They use it and stuff. And with that, he will have Nebula with him being an oracle. He will use that to make a I found a clairvoyant who has what's it called, who is able to guide us in this grand fight against the heathens.
So the term that they actually use is Farseer, because they see far into the future.
Farseer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Farseer instead of
Where an oracle like you would often be referred to as a seer.
Yeah. Okay.
It hasn't been relevant up till now, so I didn't bother with it.
Okay. I'll definitely make sure to write that down.
I'm also doing that because my character would know this.
I will also note that seers are the ones that are normally most often called delusional.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, they do the equivalent of throwing rocks on the ground and going, "Oh God, it's gonna rain today," and are at like a 50-50 chance on like actually being correct.
Hey, that's a better chance than most people.
True, but from everybody else's perspective, it's just some dude throwing rocks around, or in your case, looking at god engines.
Yeah, but also in this case, this is a group of people who believe in the abilities of oracles.
Yes, so you've got a lot more sway with this group than you would with, say, the machinists.
Yes. So he's going to be full pushing all sway, all religious ability. That's why he did the oracling ritual in view. Just to kind of hammer it in. And so he will approach with that play that he is leading a flock and has found a clairvoyant, and that they are beginning a crusade, and are basically needing the devout in order to help them in their crusade.
So do me a favor, and you're approaching now, right?
I'm gonna check my notes for one more thing. With the FPC, I forgot if did we? Yeah, we learned that the FPC, what's it called? Trying to resurrect World Eater or Lady of Ashes, right?
Both. One of them is already in progress.
Okay. So, since we know that, and since these are, heathens attempting to do it and attempting to assert their control on it, he's going to use that as a large, crux of his argument why this crusade is needed in the first place, because these heathens are attempting to place their control upon our gods.
So, Doc, I must say this for your information. You know that your party is the reason why Lady Vash is being activated right now. Your previous party. So that way, if it comes up, you can possibly help out. The rest of your group doesn't know this. So, Are you guys on the approach now?
I believe now with all the prep, yeah.
Okay. So first things first, I need you all to roll a perception for me.
Oh.
Success.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Okay. We got Doc.
Sorry, give me a second.
There we go. So, Doc, you weren't really paying attention to the defenses that have been set up there, but for everybody else, you notice that the guns are kind of shiny for something that's expected out here. For Ivory specifically, you know that your people always have guns set out, except most of the time they look like they're half ready to explode more than they are to actually shoot someone. These look like they are freshly off the factory lines. They are so brand new.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
From a visual standpoint, I can still see that these are still, my people and not, someone else.
Oh yeah, Crazy Joe's sitting out front at one of the guns, kind of swinging from it more than actually watching. And there's another one whose name really escapes you for some reason because he was never of much importance to you. You mostly know Crazy Joe because everybody knows Crazy Joe. He was always causing problems, and he is crazy by y'all's standards, which is saying a lot.
Yeah. Don't talk to that one. I'll deal with that one. So, yeah, we're going to approach.
The both of them notice y'all are approaching, and of course they've got new toys, so they gotta point them at somebody.
Yeah.
And as you get closer, the one whose name escapes you is like, "Oh wait, ain't you one of us?"
Yes, I am Ivory Facade, an oracle of our grand family.
Seer.
Or a seer of our grand family. Yeah, I forgot the term. A seer of our grand family.
Crazy Joe bursts into a fit of laughter before just kind of wheezing out, "He sees!"
I do indeed.
And for some reason, this just tickles him pink. He is, like, barely breathing because he's laughing so hard at this. The other one steps forward and asks, "So where you been?"
I've been on a long journey. I've collected a good amount of supplies and even found myself a flock. We have been given a mission by our gods, and we have come to see if any of the worthy and the faithful will join us.
So, the Earth Pony arcs an eyebrow at you, which he's kind of a drab brown color, which is not unusual for wasteland ponies. The brightly colored ones tend to die fast, so it's gotten to the point where most ponies are a muted color. But he looks at you and says, "And you're sure you got a mission?" Crazy Joe just pipes in with, "I like pie."
While I do too like pie, I am very sure that this is a mission, for I have been scorned by the ones we are conducting this, let's call it a grand crusade against.
The Earth Pony shrugs and says that you're probably better off talking to the chieftain. And essentially just shows you in. Broken Gear is the name of the chieftain. And nobody's quite sure if he actually earned the name at all. But he's been basically the uncontested prophet of the God Engines. It may be because he also generally has the biggest guns, but, you know, don't question that bit.
Well, he definitely won't. He's a follower. Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and lead the flock in.
Hurdle 1, you have gotten inside camp.
Yep. Got inside, that's good enough. Now, the rest.
As Nez and Nebula pass, Crazy Joe just shrieks out Spiky Head, and you hear the sound of 50 caliber rounds going off behind you guys. Not in any particular direction, but he has decided that this is the time he will use the gun.
I'm sure no one is surprised that Crazy Joe is being crazy.
At this point, no.
Yeah. So, Ivory will be keeping a keen eye out for anyone who notices the very attentive members of our flock and attempts to does or say something. So he's going to be keeping a lookout for that to basically make sure that we don't get into a firefight while attempting to go talk with the prophet.
I'm also going to... What's up?
You told me to shut up. He has a bigger gun than me. You're in charge right now.
I'm also going to take this opportunity to remind you that Nebula is above average height, so your entire tribe is currently staring you guys down. She's rain size.
Oh, he expected
rain
that,
shine size.
Yeah.
Oh god, rain shine size?
Yes. Big.
Yeah, I don't think I forgot that. If I knew it in the first place.
I've said it a couple times. But everybody... I don't have Nebula solving y'all's problems, or even that particularly active with the group.
Yeah.
So, people forget she exists.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Small vibes.
Yeah. So, as they walk through to go and meet the prophet, so they're not just being like utterly stared down with what's it called? A mixture of mostly contempt, a very slight curiosity in the sense of why are you here, and potential murderous intent. Ivory will be preaching out their mission as they walk, just to kind of throw more emphasis on him.
Are you going to specifically mention who you're going after?
So Ivory would definitely know the relations between the FPC and his group. Are they particularly bad or just kind of like neutral, or?
At the time that you left, they were neutral.
Neutral. Okay. The new guns. That piqued something in my mind that says I should probably not mention the FPC right now. So he's not going to mention to the wider crowd until he talks with the prophet, likely in private.
So, Broken Gear is actually sitting at the campfire in the middle, stuffing his face as usual. He is a very bulky earth pony, and when I say bulky, it's mostly muscle. Not only is he the biggest earth pony you know, he's also probably one of the most unhinged, bar Crazy Joe.
Yeah.
And his shotguns look more like they belong strapped on the side of a tank or something, because his you can't even carry. He has a battle saddle. Yes, those exist in this universe as well, because there's some guns where it just doesn't make sense for you to be able to hold it in your mouth. But he's got a massive pair of, at this point you might as well just call them shrapnel cannons. Though you do note that his guns look much nicer and newer than you last remember them seeing. None of the old nicks and bullet damage.
Yeah.
You also note that he's wearing armor that you don't remember him having. It's not power armor, but it is plated armor that also looks brand new, that is much better than anything that you guys had before.
Can I tell any kind of origin from it?
You can roll a quick perception to see if you sight specifically to see if you can spot it.
All right, so I assume that'd be vision.
Yep. So you do see a stamp for the FPC up in the top corner of the chest plate.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing.
Yeah.
He looks over as you drag your companions through the middle of his camp, arcs an eyebrow, and jabs a hoof towards Emerald and Nebula and says, "What are they doing here?"
Well, this one, and he's going to point to Emerald, can nullify magic, and has joined our flock for being thrown out by the heretics. And this one, and he'll point to Nebula, is a farseer.
I give an awkward wave as I'm being mentioned.
All of these have joined my flock and have joined my mission.
You need a minute?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So he looks at you, and then looks at them, and then looks back at you, and says, "Okay, so what brought you crawling back?"
Well, first, a gift. And he's going to, what's it called? Pull out, so, my tribe, would they care more about, circuitry and stuff? Or
given that
more
circuitry is generally harder to find, since Deus Ex Machina is known for, hoarding the stuff, yes, it would be of more value.
Okay. So all that circuitry he got, from the ripping out the 3 crowd machines, he's going to give over as tribute.
Okay.
Just all of it?
Yes, we're trying to get on the best of terms here.
So he looks at this stuff and raises an eyebrow and says, "This is in good condition." And then he looks at you, "So, what do you want?"
Well, I've been granted visions from both the Farseer and from my own abilities as a seer about a grand mission that must be taken to head north, far past the clockworkers. And in this strive, I need devout followers. While new
Go ahead.
I thought I just heard
Well,
something
new-
at the table or something.
Oh, sorry, go.
Say that again, Nez. It was all garbled.
I thought I heard dice at the table or something. That doesn't no matter. Keep going.
What were you gonna say, Fiction?
Oh, yeah. While new adherents are great, they lack the will of faith to potentially survive to the end of such missions, so I need those more secure.
So he looks at you incredulously and then says, "You're not telling me something, are you?"
I've noticed the FPC logo on the armor and the guns. I assume we've had a run-in since I've taken to my last mission.
He looks at his stuff and then says, "So you're talking about the God Makers?"
Did not know that was their new name.
Well, what else do you call
For
the ponies that make
Oh,
gods?
sorry, God.
He said, "What else do you call ponies that make gods?"
Yeah, this is definitely a compulsive lying roll. Okay, so now I have the decision of whether or not Ivory will lie or spit out what he says. Can I make some kind of like... I guess the closest thing would be like an insight check to see if he mentions like his knowledge of the FPC, will that get them killed or will that open up some avenues?
Let me look. Let me think. So I'm going to say that based on your own knowledge of what is going on, it is highly likely that if you say the wrong things here, that you may actually end up getting killed. Because one of the major things you know about him is that he likes people stroking his ego really hard. And it's very obvious that the FPC has done this and has also convinced your tribe that they are something above your gods. Which, honestly, like, what do you expect? Somebody had to make the machines somehow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Fuck.
Like I said, living world, it moves without you.
Yep.
I will say that it is... there is potential for you to convince them, however, it is not going to be easy. Because,
yeah, and he's not the best in terms of, like, speaking.
you also don't have
That
fancy
isn't, like,
new toys.
Yeah. Huh.
You can also ask your companions for help if you think they can.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of what angle to play, because I kinda have an idea.
Remember, you don't know anything about the Lady of Ash with Doc.
Yeah, I know. That's not the angle I'm playing at, or I'm thinking of. So I know that they're moving north. I know that they're far up there. I helped them earlier, so that could actually be used as a play. Shit. Well, while I'm thinking on this thing, anyone else got anything you'd like to pitch in to help in this situation?
I am trying to avoid attention as hard as possible.
That's fair.
Nothing.
That is entirely understandable.
Not gonna lie, that might be for the better.
I have severe shyness, so I probably wouldn't be able to say anything even if I did have anything helpful to add.
Yeah.
You told Doc not to say anything, so unless you tell me to speak up, I ain't gonna say nothing. You said you got this.
That's fair.
You got this.
Okay. So let's see. I helped them out on bringing two creatures, one of which was an alicorn. They teleported away. Let's see. Okay, so he's going to try and play the angle that this is needed to help the God Makers in their end goal. Because of... Ooh, okay, I actually just got an idea. So I might have to use acting here. Alright, I got it.
So, just want to make sure that you understand. You're going to have to keep them convinced as well.
Yes.
If you manage to get anybody.
Yeah. Okay. Our plan is to head north on a grand crusade and to cut a swath through the heathen's territory in order to link up with the God Makers. For thanks to our... And he's going to point to Emerald. Our exiled acolytes. I know information that the heathens are attempting to move on to the God Makers and try and make some desperate play. We can't have that. And so, I am going to be taking a fighting force to cut a swath through their lands.
I believe that would be a fast talk roll.
Oh, shit, that couldn't be acting.
No, acting is long term.
Fuck.
that's what I had it explained to me by Moon as. Acting will be long-term lies, well, fast talk is the, oh god, I gotta come up with something right now.
Yeah,
I do
I'm
have
pretty
fast
sure fast talk is when you're trying to spout stuff so quickly that they can't follow you.
Okay. Yeah,
Moon?
well, he's not going on the full can't follow thing, but he does have fast talk. I forgot that I gave him that.
You can think of fast talk. The closest thing to it in D&D would be bluff. But bluff you can kind of use for long term. Fast talk is like it works until you have the time to sit on it, think on it, process it, or someone else like points out like the flaw there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that one dude who can like sit there and talk you into doing stupid stuff for all of like 5 minutes before like it's over. And you're like, wait a second, that was dumb.
I mean, on a very technical level, Ivory isn't totally lying. More live omission at this point. Because they are eventually planning to meet with the FPC in a definition. And they're heading through Arcanist territory, so they might as well, they could get into a fight.
I'm gonna say go ahead and roll acting.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, though, an opposed roll with detect lies, that's you have to beat his.
Okay.
Correct,
So I'm
Moon?
wanting to go as high as possible or going as low as possible?
Still
Text
low.
lies
Low.
basically tells you something's off about what they said. It doesn't tell you what's off. And diplomacy skills are less so automatic convention and more of like raising their reaction to you.
Hold on, let me check something.
So if someone has a poor reaction to you, you can try to get it like to neutral or like good or like very good or
Why does it
whatever.
not have reaction things? Did it not? You should have a list of like. Hold on, I think I have your actual character sheet. Here, give me a sec. Ivory should be this one, right? Yeah. Fair about that. Oh, you don't have any. Okay, that answers
Don't
that
have any
question.
what?
So there are reaction modifiers that certain traits and skills and things affect. Like a good example is monstrous appearance or whatever. Social stigma monster is actually what it's called.
Okay.
But you don't have any of that, so. So, Moon, with detect lies, it would be the roll, and then he would be suspicious. If he, okay.
if you
Then-
think something off, you could always drop the reaction like down a bit.
Okay. And then I would still have Ivory roll acting.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Fuck, that wasn't that good.
Okay. So. There isn't an insight skill either. That makes this a little harder to describe.
Hope you use IQ.
Oh, is it IQ? Okay.
Yep.
Then, I'm going to do this. No, I want to copy it. There we go. That should work. Yeah. So go ahead and roll IQ for me, Ivory.
Okay. Better, an 11.
So he's looking pretty suspicious right now. Like he knows you're not telling him something. But you can't tell if he's like completely sniffed you out, but he knows something's up. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. So what do?
Well, what's like his reaction?
For the most part, it's just you're gleaning this off of like facial expressions and body language, but he's not really saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
After several minutes of staring at, or not minutes, several seconds of staring at you, he finally says, "You can convince any of the others. You can take them, but good luck."
Thank you for your approval, my prophet.
He rolls his eyes as he goes back to his meal.
Let's fucking go. Ivory can bullshit his way out of stuff. Ivory counts that as a win. Let me write down that he was kind of suspicious.
So, before we get into that, we've been running for about 2.5 hours. Do we want to put a pin in it, or do we want to keep going? I'll leave that up to y'all.
I'm down to stop.
Yeah, I'm down to stop. I gotta go.
Okay. So, for those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you enjoyed that, would like to see more of it, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. If you want to show further support to the channel, again, there's the free Discord where you can hang out and chat with all of the other community members, as well as myself and some of the players. And then, if you really want to support the channel, check out the Patreon. There you can get access to the post-game discussions, you can sit in on some of the stages for the podcast, as well as a few other things. A big thank you to my priest tier patrons, Trailblazer, Scarmex, Cameo Shadowness, and Ice Crystal. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great day. We should see you tomorrow for Heart of Darkness. Don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown. We'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. The leftover ashes in the sky, the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.